Hello guys, with the new Livewire starter kit powered by Flux UI, some developers were searching for alternatives, and in the comments on YouTube and elsewhere I see Flowbite mentioned quite a lot. So Flowbite in this comment, also Flowbite here, so I decided to try to replace Flux UI with Flowbite. Is it possible? Flowbite, if you haven't heard it, is one of the most popular libraries for Tailwind with a lot of UI components. It's not related to Laravel, but it is possible to use in Laravel. It is also not free if you want to go pro with more components. But the free version is very powerful with a lot of components, and let's try to use it in Laravel Livewire Starter Kit. So our initial project is the starter kit installed by default with new menu item tasks, empty, but this is still Livewire with Flux. And if we go to settings, the same profile, password and appearance as in the default starter kit. And I asked my colleague Narius to experiment with Flowbite, and I will show you the GitHub commit with changes. The general installation of Flowbite inside of any Laravel project looks like this according to the official docs. So npm install, then import something in the CSS, so import an plugin, and then you can create UI components. And let's take a simple component example, Tailwind CSS alert. This is how it looks, and you just copy the HTML from here and put as a blade component in your Laravel application. So this is a similar commit of installing Flowbite. In package.json it is installed, then a few changes to app CSS, import Flowbite in the app.js, and then look at this, components button blade, components checkbox blade, components sling, and then you create whatever components you want, and this is the main thing. Then you can change Flux input to xtext input from your blade components powered by Flowbite. So this is the login blade powered by Livewire starter kit, but then changed to blade components register blade, settings password blade, settings profile blade. Flux link is also changed to xlink then, and then input by input, element by element, you change Flux to blade components, again powered by Flowbite. By the way, I'm not affiliated with Flowbite in any way, it's just a popular library. I don't get paid for this video, and Flowbite doesn't even know that I'm shooting this. And then this is the second commit with more design changes, so you may change Livewire components for settings, for example, and choose a different layout. So layout is also now powered by Flowbite. Then you may optionally change the colors, as my colleague did. Then you change the layout in the About Blade, for example, in a static page. And this is your main layout now powered by Flowbite with sidebar here and xFlowbite navbar also as a blade component, again without Flux. Then you have icons from Flowbite as well. And this is the navbar, again xFlowbite here, no Flux again. And here's the navbar item used before with properties. So similar structure, but with different CSS Tailwind styles. Now, how does it look with those blade components? If we refresh the page, so this is Livewire, I refresh, it's almost identical. Some things are not 100% identical. You may not get the same behavior identically, absolutely, but it looks very similar. For example, we can go to About page and see static About page. So this is how it looks in terms of sidebar icons. So you probably get the main idea. Flowbite is just one example. If you want to use any UI kit, any CSS Tailwind library like Tailwind UI or whatever, you just install that library as you would do in Laravel project, and then create your own blade components or put inline styles in the blade files instead of Flux things, and then remove the dependency of Flux if you want to do that. However, this approach may be not that efficient, especially since they have community starter kits now, which are powered not necessarily by Flux or ShadCN libraries like in other starter kits. So you should check out my video about community starter kits. I will link that in the description below, and maybe some of those ready-made solutions would be more appropriate to you, instead of manually replacing all blade components from the official starter kits. What do you think about this approach? Do you use Flowbite or you prefer other library? Maybe I should experiment with something else? Shoot in the comments below, and I may get back to this topic in the future videos. For now, that's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.